Janet, is Susan back already?
Oh, what's going on? It's unusual for you to drop me a line at this hour.
No, there's something I really need to talk to you today. I thought it might not be a good idea to talk to you when Susan is around.
Is it something you don't want your daughter to hear?
Well...
Susan won't be home for a while. It's her college graduation ceremony today. I think she'll go back to her apartment after graduation.
Oh, I see. So she's graduating, huh?
It should be over by now. She's probably taking pictures with her friends.
I'm sure Susan must be deeply moved by the fact that her college life is coming to an end.
I guess so. She worked hard, didn't she? And now that she's found a job, she said she's going bowling with her friends to celebrate her graduation, so she'll be home late.
I see. You're staying home, aren't you?
Well, I'm home now, but I have to prepare dinner.
Anyway, I'm gonna be home early today. I'll probably be there by 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? That's a lot earlier than usual. Is work okay? You've been working a lot of overtime lately, saying you're busy.
I have something important to talk to you about. So I'm going home early today, even if I have to push myself a little.
What's so important? What is it?
I'll tell you in person when I get home. I think it's better if we talk face to face.
Is it really that serious? I'm getting worried.
No, don't worry. It's more than serious, it's important.
What? I'm a little scared.
Just make sure you are home.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Take care. Mom, I think we're all going to the bowling alley now. I haven't bowled in years. I'm not sure I'll be able to throw a bowling ball properly. As I recall, the last time we went bowling was when you were in elementary school. By the way, how was your graduation ceremony? Were you impressed? Yeah, it was very moving. I took a lot of pictures with my friends and teachers. It was a day to remember. That's great. About what time are you coming home? Let's see. We'll probably all go out to dinner after bowling. It'll probably be closer to 10 p.m. I see. Have fun with your friends, but try not to stay out too late. Okay. Do you need a ride? Do you know how to get there? No problem. I have a friend who's going there together. We're gonna catch a cab and split the bill. I'll just give the driver the address. I mean, you're busier than me tonight. You should focus on that. Okay, thank you. So, how's it going over there? Yeah, it's kind of... Dad called me and said he wanted to talk to me when he got home. Well, I can guess what it is, but... Yeah, me too. But in a way, it's good to save the trouble, isn't it? I guess so. I'll keep that in mind. Well then, come home safely. Okay, thanks. Don't take it too hard, Mom. I'll be fine, don't worry. All I have to do now is talk it over with your father. You're so strong, Mom. I have to learn from you. Thank you, Susan. Have fun. Thanks, Mom. See you later. Okay, see you later. It's already 6:30. I thought you were coming home by 6. What happened to the important thing?
I decided to text you about that.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me in person. Well, I don't really care either way.
I'll tell you then.
Okay, I kind of know what you're going to say, but what is it?
Divorce me. I want you to let me go.
What do you mean, let you go?
Susan graduated from college today, and she's going to live alone in an apartment, right?
That's right. So?
Susan's going into the workforce, which means I've fulfilled my parental duty.
What are you trying to say?
If she's going to move out of her parents' house, there's nothing more I have to do for her.
I'm not sure about nothing, but we can relax a little.
When I think about it, from now on, I have to work just to support you as you become an older, ugly lady. And I feel empty about my future.
You're going to be an ugly old man too, you know.
Now I'm talking about you. To put it bluntly, the thought of having to live with an old hag turns me off.
That's a horrible thing to say. Is that how you really feel?
Yes, I do. Anyway, I want to be free. I want to be free from my obligations as a parent and a husband. I mean, Susan left, and you can stop being a mother too, so get the hell out. That's what I mean.
Well, it's up to me whether to stop being a mother.
That's why I said it turns me off. I'm not interested in some useless old hag.
Oh, you were talking about some young pretty girl at work. You're active and all, but you're definitely mistaken. Think of the trouble you'll cause her and your age too, you know.
I'm not thinking about making a move on her.
Really?
Just divorce me. Our 22 years of being in a broken marriage is over. The kid's on her own now, and you get out.
Okay. Then divorce is final.
Well, is that okay?
You don't want to live with me, right?
Yes, but isn't that a little too easy?
I don't like that about you either. And I've been thinking about getting a divorce for a long time.
Huh?
I'll leave you right now as you wish.
No, I didn't say right now.
The movers are here.
What? Wait a minute. What do you mean, movers?
Actually, the movers have already started getting ready. It's so convenient now. If you pay extra, they'll do it even at night.
Huh?
Thank you for everything.
So, you were ready to move out?
Yes, I was. You can't even do a single household chore. I thought you would complain if I told you I was leaving. I'm glad you're the one who brought up the divorce.
What?
Oh yeah, I have to tell you this.
What is it?
You two get the hell out of this house.
Huh? Why should I?
This house is scheduled to be torn down.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the owner of this house.
That's my line. The landlord is my brother.
What?
My brother was transferred overseas 20 years ago, and he had to vacate the house for a while. So we were paying him a reasonable rent.
That's right.
Perhaps you forgot? My brother and his family are coming back to the US after his overseas assignment. But this house is getting old, so they decided to rebuild it and live in it. The lease expires at the end of this month.
What? The end of this month? That's so soon.
That's why the movers are moving my stuff out. I know you're busy with work, but please get ready for the move as soon as possible.
No. Wait, Janet. That's too much too soon. Are you sure you're okay with that? We've been a couple for 22 years.
You said our marriage is broken. You said that yourself.
Well,
I'm busy. I gotta go. Bye.
Seriously.
Sorry, Mom. I was chatting with my friends and look at the time. Don't worry about it. It's a special day. Are you going to be home soon? We just broke up, so I'm going to take a cab to my new place. Okay, take care. Thanks. It was the best bowling I've had in a long time. Well, I got the lowest score, but wow, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you had fun. Now that the graduation ceremony's over, it's important to spend time with friends. Speaking of which, I think my dad called me several times while we were bowling. The number of incoming calls was crazy. You didn't answer? Yeah, I was so busy playing that I didn't notice. And there was a text at the end. Mom left. I'm getting a divorce. Please, help me. Oh, wow. He's the one who asked for a divorce. I've left it unread for now. Got it. Well, I'm going to do some minimal unpacking. You've already moved all your stuff? Yeah, I've reduced my stuff as much as possible. And it's only a 30-minute drive from my old house. I see. Well, I'll see you later. Okay, take care. I'll help you when I get back. Thanks, but I'm all set. All I have to do now is clean up a little bit. Really? But Mom, take it easy. Yeah, I'll get some rest after I clean up. Well, I think my cab is here, so I'll see you later. Okay, take care. Thanks, Mom. Bye. Bye, Susan. I'll talk to you later.
Janet, I need to talk to you. Hey, you're just hanging around the house, right? Don't ignore me. Pick up the phone.
I thought I hadn't heard from you in a while. You're as bossy as ever. What do you want?
Why aren't you coming?
Huh?
I gave you the address where I'm moving to. I've been waiting for you over a month. I even kindly sent you a map. Why aren't you coming?
Oh, you mean on WhatsApp? I was wondering what you want after sending me the address. What did you mean?
Why aren't you coming to do the housework?
Yes? Housework? Who's going to do whose chores?
Who else is there but you to do my housework? Housework is a woman's job. Actually, I'd ask my mom, who's good at housework, but she's in a nursing home, so you'll have to do it.
I don't understand.
You know, You've been with me for 22 years, and you've managed to keep it together despite my constant criticisms. But you just forgot about it as soon as you got divorced. I'll discipline you one more time, so come back here every day starting tomorrow.
Are you crazy?
What the hell?
We're divorced, remember? So we're strangers now, aren't we? It's pretty rude to discipline a stranger, don't you think?
What are you talking about? You were my wife.
I was your wife. It's the past. I'm not obligated to do housework for you.
That's absurd. I'm telling you that housework is a woman's job.
You are so old-fashioned. Housework is something that both men and women should do together, regardless of gender.
I'm busy with work. You should do the housework.
That was acceptable when we were married. We're divorced now, so your argument doesn't hold water. Besides, I'm working too.
Work? You? Huh? What are you talking about? You were just fooling around with your computer at home every day.
I was working on my computer. You made fun of me, saying it was all just for fun. But I was making as much as your salary.
Oh, I thought I was the only one financially supporting our family.
Well, you left me in charge of the family finances. You left all the housework and childcare to me, even though we were both working. You were all talk, a useless man.
Who is the useless man? Anyway, my house is in trouble right now. Just come and do chores.
You know, how many times have I told you you and I are strangers now?
We're an ex-couple.
But we're just strangers now that we're divorced. If a stranger does the housework of another person's home, that's a housekeeping service or housekeeper. It's a paid job. Therefore, I am not your housekeeper, and I have no intention or obligation to do housework for you.
That's enough. Then I'm going to ask Susan to do it for me.
Huh? Why are you asking her to do it?
She's my daughter. If I tell her that as a father, getting her ready for married life, I'm sure she would appreciate it.
I don't think so. She is busy. She has a job in her own life. She doesn't have time to do housework for you.
That doesn't matter. She's my daughter, and I'm sure she'll do it to thank me raising her. Besides, she is a kind girl, unlike you. If I tell her I'm in trouble, she'll be here right away.
Don't bother her. She has her own life to lead.
Kids have to take care of their parents.
You're not old enough to ask a kid to take care of you. I'm sure doing your own chores will help you grow up.
Growing up? I don't need that. I'm working. I don't have time for housework.
Then why don't you hire a housekeeper? Why don't you just pay a professional to do it?
I'm not spending money on that.
Then you'll have to do it yourself.
I'll call Susan.
Don't do that.
Susan, I need to talk to you. Is now a good time?
What's up, Dad?
You know your mother left recently.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm renting an apartment and living alone. To be honest, I'm having a bit of a problem. There's no one to do the housework and the house is a mess.
Oh, so?
I could use a little help around the house.
What do you mean?
Like cleaning, laundry, and a little bit of cooking.
No.
What? That was quick.
Why are you asking me to do this?
You're my daughter.
You want me to come do your chores just because I'm your daughter?
That's right.
I can't.
Why not? Since your mother's not here, you, my daughter, have to do the housework.
Why don't you just do it yourself?
Nope. Housework is a woman's job.
How can you say that so openly in this day and age?
Men should go to work and women should stay home and do the housework. You two need to learn housework now, so that your future husband won't be appalled when you get married someday.
I can do housework.
Oh, I see. Then there's no problem if I ask you to do the chores starting tomorrow.
I said no. You're forgetting that I'm working now.
All you have to do is drop by after work and do a little housework. And where I live now is small, so cleaning should be easy. You just have to prepare meals for one person. It's easier than the house we used to live in.
If you think it's easier, you can do it yourself. Either way, it's physically impossible.
Physically?
I'm about to finish my training for new employees at the company. I've been assigned to a branch office in another region.
What? I thought you started to live alone in an apartment near the company.
The company prepared that place for employee training, and it's a kind of accommodation until the company decides where to assign me.
You mean you're going to move farther away from here?
That's right.
Really?
By the way, I'm taking Mom, who is temporarily living in an apartment with me.
Huh? Why?
Well, she's a web designer who can work from home. Now that she's single, she can live anywhere she wants to. She can move much easier.
But that doesn't mean you have to take her with you.
The main reason is to get Mom away from you. I don't want you to be pressuring her to remarry or stick around for the purpose of free housekeeping.
I would never do that.
You've been pestering her to come and do housework for you, haven't you?
No, I just thought that since we're an ex-married couple, it'd be okay if she did the housework.
You've got it all wrong. Anyway, we don't take care of you anymore. Especially for you who doesn't appreciate someone doing the housework. Mom and I will never give you a hand.
Susan, could you clean up my room a little bit?
Huh?
I don't know how to take out the trash. And, it's all messy and I can't even see the floor of my room.
If it's how to take out the trash, why don't you just ask your neighbors?
I don't want people to think I'm doing housework even though I am a man.
Then why don't you look it up on the internet?
I'm not good at using the internet.
All right. Then you'll have to live in a dirty room for the rest of your life, won't you?
Huh?
Bye.
Susan, wait. Just come and clean it.
You're so persistent. I don't want to.
You're the only one I can count on.
I have my own life. I don't live for you.
But what am I going to do without you? Mom won't even deal with me saying I'm a stranger once we're divorced.
Then hire a housekeeper.
I'm not willing to pay for housework. A wife or daughter does it for free.
That's enough. I feel like I'm wasting my time talking to you.
Excuse me?
Don't contact me again. Bye-bye.
Hey, Susan.
After that, my ex-husband never learned his lesson and kept harassing me and my daughter with messages, begging us to come clean the house and do the laundry. No matter how many times we refused, he showed no sign of giving up. So we both blocked him at the same time. After that, we were living happily. Then I heard that my ex-husband had been fired from his job. According to one of my ex-husband's colleagues who also knew me, my ex asked a young and beautiful female employee to go out, and even though she refused, he kept asking her. When his boss asked him why he did it, my ex-husband replied, "Because I wanted someone to clean the house." My boss didn't even get angry and was disgusted. My ex-husband looked for a job but didn't get a good one. He's now working part-time to make ends meet. I am wondering how far he is going downhill. I shrug my shoulders and have no intention of helping him at all.
Hey Heather, long time no see. How have you been?
Stella, what do you want?
Oh, come on. Am I not allowed to message you if I don't have business? You've been MIA for 5 years. I've been worried if you're even alive.
Don't worry, I'm doing just fine. So, what's up? If it's just to confirm that I'm alive, let's end the conversation here.
Hold on a sec. I reached out after so long, and you're giving me the cold shoulder? I'm your only sister, you know?
Sister? Who are you talking about? I thought we ended our relationship 5 years ago.
What?
I haven't forgotten that you snatched my fiancé. Stop mentioning that we're sisters.
Oh, wow. You're really persistent about that, huh? Still hung up on the past?
Maybe it's just the past for you, but I don't intend to forget and forgive.
You say I snatched him, but he was the one who made a move on me. It's not my fault at all.
Oh, please. You flirted around and seduced him. You guys exchanged numbers behind my back. The wedding date was already set, but he suddenly dumped me. When I pressed him for a reason, he said he switched to you. It was a huge shock. On top of it, I had to deal with the harsh reality of canceling the venue and explaining everything to people you know.
Speaking of which, you looked seriously depressed back then. I thought you might just disappear.
I really wanted to vanish at that time, but with encouragement from my family and friends, I somehow managed to pull through. You never apologized, but called me a loser and mocked me. So, I don't want to see your face, and chatting with you makes me sick.
Come on, don't be so uptight. I messaged you today because I have some important news.
What?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, with Mark's baby?
Nope, it's not his. We broke up a long time ago.
Wait, not his? Then who's the father? When did you get married?
We're not married yet. Got pregnant first, so the order got mixed up. Planning to get hitched soon.
So the guy isn't someone I know, huh?
Actually, you're quite familiar with him.
Who?
I'm pregnant with your fiancé's baby.
My fiancé?
Yep, Terry's kid is inside me.
Terry?
Shocking, right? Haha, sorry. I've snagged your fiancé again. But it's not my fault, you know. This time, too, he made a move on me for real. You'll let this go, right?
Well, if you wanted a baby, then it's a good thing, I guess.
Wait, aren't you feeling bitter?
Nope, genuinely, congratulations.
Hold up. I'm pregnant with your fiancé's child. And you're congratulating me? Seriously?
Well, I don't feel bad at all. I'm not engaged to anyone, so...
Stop it. Why do you have to act so tough? He's your fiancé, right?
Nope, he's not. He's nobody to me.
Geez, Heather, you're really peculiar. Pretending to be nonchalant when you're probably seething with jealousy inside.
Well, I don't have a reason to be jealous. By the way, why did you break up with Mark? You went to such lengths to steal him from me. You seem so into him. I thought you'd be married to him by now.
I got bored and dumped him.
Oh dear.
I was planning to marry him at first, but I lost interest as the time went by. He was your boyfriend, so I was into the chase. Once he became mine, the passion faded away. We split after about a half year.
You're terrible. So you didn't actually like him? You just picked him because he was my fiancé.
Obviously. Stealing from you had its charm.
Then you'll probably get bored with Terry soon, too. You're with him just because he's supposedly my fiancé, right?
Since I'm having a baby, I'm not going to ditch him. I'm already 28, planning to settle down by marrying him.
Uh-huh.
I feel bad for you that I'm the only one getting happy. Being over 30, it was probably the last chance for you to get married. But I snagged him.
I've always wondered, why do you keep going after my boyfriends? Since we were teens, whenever I dated someone, you'd meddle in. It feels like you've taken away so many of my boyfriends. Why?
It's payback.
Payback?
Yes. When we were in middle school, you stole my first crush.
Me? I have no recollection of stealing anyone.
I asked my crush out back then and got rejected. He said he liked someone else. That someone was you.
What the? This is the first time I've heard about this.
You don't remember? It was Jordan in the same class as you.
Jordan? Oh, I vaguely remember a boy with that name. Back then, I was so focused on club activities, and boys weren't on my mind. I was just friends with him. I'm sure we weren't dating.
You're so annoying. That means he had a crush on you.
Who knew? If he'd liked me, I'd be flattered, but he never said anything to me.
Doesn't matter. Either way, you took away someone I liked. Eye for an eye.
I can't believe this. You're still hung up on something from our childhood and kept harassing me for it.
Anyway, you took my guy first. I'm just getting back to you. Plus, I'm younger and way cuter than you. I absolutely have to get married before you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. But the father of your child isn't my fiancé for sure.
You're still going on about that? It's time to face reality. You lost to me. By the way, my wedding's in a week. You want to come?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I thought so. Going to the wedding of an ex-fiancé would be too rough, right?
Are you inviting Mom and Dad?
I wish, but I won't. Ever since I snatched Mark, they've been cold to me. Even when I told them about my pregnancy and getting married this time, they were like, do what you want, and left me hanging.
Well, that's to be expected, right? They went through so much trouble when the wedding got called off because of you.
But Terry's parents are thrilled about our marriage, so even if they don't come, it's fine.
Won't it look weird at the wedding without the bride's parents?
Nah, just make up some excuse like someone's sick or there's an emergency, and it'll be okay. Anyway, good luck with searching for a new partner again. Well, at your age, it must be tough to find someone. The probability of leading a miserable single life forever is much higher.
I don't really need to do that anymore. Oh well, I'm busy too, so catch you later.
Hi, Heather. Have you found yourself a new boyfriend yet? I've already found my happiness, so don't worry, I won't snatch your boyfriends anymore. Relax and keep searching for your match.
Listen, Stella, can you stop bothering me about this kind of irrelevant stuff? I'm busy, you know?
Come on, who are you kidding? It's Sunday, no work, so you're free, right?
I'm busy even at home.
Hey, don't you remember what today is? It's my wedding day.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Are you having a reception?
We're just having an intimate dinner with close family and friends. The ceremony was beautiful. It's a shame you couldn't make it. We had it in this cute chapel, and I wore a gorgeous wedding dress. I felt like a princess.
I'm glad it went well. I wish you all the happiness.
Are you seriously wishing me well?
Yep, I am.
Can't you be honest for once? I mean, I'm married to your ex-fiancé and having a baby with him. You must be kicking yourself over that, right?
I've said it before. He's not my ex-fiancé.
It's amusing you're still saying that.
Whatever. Is that all for today?
Nope. I found out the gender of the baby.
Uh-huh.
Don't you want to know?
I don't really care.
It's a boy!
Didn't ask, but okay.
When his parents found out it was a boy, they were ecstatic. They praised me, calling me the perfect daughter-in-law.
Getting praised for having a boy sounds like an outdated view nowadays, doesn't it?
Hey, can you not be nasty about it? They really adore me, you know. They thought Terry would never get married. They said, having such a beautiful daughter-in-law feels like a dream.
Oh, really?
You're pretty pitiful. Past 30 and still can't get married, can't have kids. That's like a loser's life.
I don't think happiness is solely about getting married and having children, you know? And you don't know anything about me. Don't go labeling me a loser.
Yeah, whatever. Enough of that sour grapes.
Listen, Stella, you seem to have it all wrong, so can I tell you the truth?
I said I'm done. Tired of hearing the losers lament. If you're so upset, why don't you find someone nice quickly? All right, I'm off to dinner now. I'll send you some photos from the wedding. Help me, Heather. Are you there?
Ugh, so noisy. Of course, it's you. What bragging are you up to this time? You've been silent since your wedding day. Didn't you say you were sending me wedding photos?
Not gonna brag, and I deleted all the photos. I want to forget about the wedding.
Why?
I've decided to divorce Terry.
What? Are you crazy? It's only been a month and you're already talking about divorce? Is it because you got bored with him as usual?
No, it's different this time. He's a problem, but his parents are even worse. I don't want to live with them in the same house.
Live with them?
There weren't any plans for that, but after the wedding, his parents completely changed. They said we should leave the apartment and move in with them since I'm their daughter-in-law now.
Oh, that sucks.
They were so sweet until we had the wedding. They never mentioned living together. So we rented an apartment and planned on enjoying our newlywed life. But Terry obeyed them and broke the lease of the apartment.
So now you're living with them?
Right.
But you're pregnant, so isn't it helpful to be with them? Terry's working and not at home, right? Having them around must be reassuring. You can have your mother-in-law take care of the housework.
No way! She says pregnancy isn't an illness and expects me to do all the chores. Even when my belly gets sore and I ask for a rest, she says pregnant women in her time used to work until the last moment before childbirth. I'm doing all the housework alone with this big belly. It's awful.
Wow, that sounds rough. His parents have some seriously outdated values, which is hard to believe in this day and age.
Did you know about it?
I mean, I was going out with him at one point, you know.
At one point? But you were engaged to him, right?
Never.
No way.
I've said it so many times. He wasn't my fiancé.
But you were definitely with him, right?
Yeah, but we broke up pretty quickly.
Broke up?
When I met his parents, I realized that they were old-fashioned, as you know. I saw Terry being under their thumb and I couldn't deal with it.
Seriously?
I was considering marriage at the time. Thank goodness I realized his true nature pretty early on. Even after we split, he and his parents couldn't seem to let go. They kept pestering me. It stopped only after I got a new boyfriend. I shiver to think what would have happened if I continued with him.
Oh God, why didn't you tell me this earlier? If he was that lame, I wouldn't have gone for him.
Oh, come on. We hadn't been in touch for a long time. When you messaged me after a while, you were already pregnant. It wasn't like I could just stop everything at that point.
What am I going to do? I absolutely don't want to live a life being bullied by in-laws.
Well, there's not much you can do. You were so desperate to snatch him away from me that you failed to see their true colors. It's all on you.
Oh God, I just remembered. Terry used to beam saying that you and I looked alike. Maybe he wanted to marry me because I resemble you?
That's highly possible. It's hard to say without asking him directly.
He was so fixated on you even after you broke up. I was just a replacement for you in his eyes. He doesn't truly love me. What a scumbag.
Hey, that applies to you too. You thought he was my fiancé and went after him. It goes both ways.
I'm leaving my in-laws and divorcing him. Can I stay at your place for a while? Even if I get a divorce, raising a child alone will be tough, you know. You need to help me.
Why should I help you?
Because you're single and have plenty of free time. Are you planning to be alone all your life? Living with a cute little nephew and a sister is obviously better.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I also have a child.
What?
Yes, I'm married and have a child.
You never told me. Who's your husband? Were you in a relationship with Terry?
I had broken up with him ages ago. I married a guy I met through work after that. We're a family of 3 now.
Oh my God. You didn't tell me about your marriage or having a child.
I tried to tell you the other day, but you didn't seem interested. Besides, I have no obligation to tell you.
We're family. Even Mom and Dad never said a word about it. I thought you were single all this time.
I asked them not to tell you about it.
Why?
You have a record of snatching away my fiancé. I didn't know what you'd do, so I kept my marriage and child a secret.
You're terrible. I've been going through so much pain. How could only you get to be happy?
Oh, please. You got married and are having a child, so you should be happy too, right?
Being controlled by in-laws? Yeah, right. We're sisters. Help me out. Even if it's just for a short time while my child is still young. Both Dad and Mom are cold to me, so I can't ask them for help. You're the only person I can rely on.
I'm sorry, but I'm fully occupied with my child. I can't take care of you. I mean, even if I had the capacity, I wouldn't help a trashy sister like you.
Ugh, what should I do then? Am I stuck with an unloving husband and bullying in-laws for the rest of my life?
Since you've chosen your partner, both of you should work together as a couple and do your best. Your in-laws are looking forward to having their grandchild, right? Oh, my kid just woke up from a nap. I have to go. Let's both do our best in parenting.
Wait, Heather. I apologize for everything I've done before. Please help me. Heather.
Stella asked Terry for a divorce, but he adamantly refused. Even the in-laws stated, after finally having a grandchild, we won't allow a divorce. So she continues to live with them, unable to escape. She had a healthy baby boy, but as expected, the in-laws have been interfering in childcare. I hear that she's on the brink of a nervous breakdown. I can't say I'm concerned about her, as it's her own doing. I only pray that her boy will grow up to be a decent man. As for me, I'm planning to return to work soon by sending my daughter to daycare. Although I've had a tough period due to Stella continuously stealing my boyfriends, it led me to meet a husband who genuinely loves me, and I'm blessed with an adorable daughter. Right now, I'm enjoying the happiest time of my life. My relationship with both my parents and my in-laws is excellent. I'd like to continue living my life, cherishing my family.
Wyona, hurry up and reply. Hey, you alive? If you're alive, respond. I know, maybe you're really... I'm here, what's up? Thank God, you took forever, so I thought something happened. Forever? It's only been like 10 minutes. The rule is to reply within a minute, especially if it's your childhood friend, even more so. I'm not constantly glued to my phone like you, a jobless person, so you should at least wait a bit. I just happened to notice and was able to reply. 10 minutes is pretty quick, you know. No excuses, within a minute. So, what's up? Huh? You didn't message me to lecture about replying within a minute, right? Oh, right. Hey, is it true you're getting married? Oh, you got my wedding invitation. Yeah, I'm getting married. So, I asked your mom about your fiancé's background. He's a freelancer making 6 figures a year. Seriously? I told her not to leak personal info without permission. And I hear he's hot. Being a freelancer sounds kinda cool too. What kind of work does he actually do? Show me a picture. What kind of woman does he like? No comment on personal info. Come on. Stop getting all excited the moment you hear good looking. He's going to be my husband, you know. Oh no, do you think I'm going to snatch him away from you? I get your concern, but come on, I'm pretty, you know. I know you are, but seriously, you're not going to steal your childhood friend's fiancé, right? Let's see. I have no intention, but you know, sometimes you feel destiny the moment you meet someone, right? I'm serious. Then tell me, it's not fair to hide it. You'll meet him at the wedding, so you can wait until then. No, it's the same thing if you tell me now or later. If I give you a vague answer, you'll keep bombarding me with questions. I'm super busy preparing for the wedding right now. Sorry, but I'll only reply when it's necessary. Might be more like an hour than a minute. But I'm alive, so don't hound me. No way! That's not how you treat your childhood friend. Hey girl! Wyona, hello? I want to see the face of your hot fiancé. I want to find out beforehand, not on the wedding day. I mean, having a beauty like me and your hottie meet on the day for the first time, that's going to be a disaster waiting, right? I think it's risky if we don't mentally prepare by seeing each other's faces in advance. Well, even then, if we feel fate for each other once we meet, I guess there's no helping it, right? So, just to lower that chance a bit and be mentally ready, I'm asking to see a pic of him. Oh, and make sure you show him my photo too. Or just let him know that I'm going to be the prettiest girl at the wedding. With that alone, I'm sure he'll be able to spot me. Send a pic over soon. It's unbelievable. One of my heels broke on the way. Wyona! Huh? Your shoes? I just got back home to change. I was wondering why you weren't here. This sucks. You'll probably arrive in the middle of the reception. Don't worry, I'll let the staff know so you can get in. Oh darn it. I was supposed to have a fateful encounter with my destined one with my beauty. But I can't believe this. No way. Don't fish for guys at my wedding. Don't worry. It's not about fishing. It's about finding that instant connection with a destined partner, you know? And who knows, it might be the groom. Huh? I begged you so much, but you didn't send me a photo in advance. I don't know what will happen today, okay? I'll slap you. Seriously. Ooh, I'm scared. The bride shouldn't use such poor language. You have to keep a heart as pure as the white wedding dress. Then don't say things that'll upset me, okay? Anyway, I don't want you to make a scene. Okay. Oh my freaking god! The groom is like totally my type. No doubt he's my soulmate. I felt a spark and he's totally checking me out too. So the reception is happening right now, but the groom's outside the hall, so he must be going to the restroom. Alright, I decided. I'm claiming my destiny with him. Huh? What the heck is going on? Maya? I just checked the message you sent right in the middle of the reception. I thought you couldn't make it after all. What on earth are you doing? Oh, Wyona. You know, it turns out your groom seems to be my destiny. I'm eloping with him, just so you know. What are you talking about? I mean, I've already done it. Done what? I saw your groom while he was on the way to the restroom. Wait, seriously? What are you talking about? My groom is right here with me. Oh, please. What are you saying? I know you had to cancel the wedding because he disappeared. But you don't have to put on a brave face like that. Face reality, will you? Brave face or not, the wedding went off without a hitch. We're having the after party now. You're the one dreaming, aren't you? I'll just consider that a pitiful joke and let it slide. Anyway, I'll drop you a line occasionally, but don't interfere with our happiness, okay? Wait, Maya, He's mine.
Seriously, what's going on? I don't get it. Maya, you're pulling off something outrageous. The guy you eloped with isn't my groom. There's another wedding next door, and he's the other groom. Your parents have probably been trying to reach you. Things are getting crazy, so get back here ASAP. If you run away, it's only going to make things worse. Get back, explain, and apologize pronto. No W ticks. Did you block me? Maya, you told me to respond within a minute. When it's inconvenient for you, you ignore messages. Seriously, cut it out.
Wyona, help me. Look, please. I hope you can let us off the hook for compensation and all that. Like asking us to cover the expenses for the cancelled wedding. Don't you think that's just too much for the childhood friend and former fiancé? If you have any decency, you'll grant this wish.
Maya, why are you coming to me for help?
Why? After we eloped and got married, you used all your determination to track us down and serve us, right? You want us to pay for the cancelled wedding and compensation. It happened half a year ago, so let it go.
Did you actually check who served you?
Of course, it's you.
Take a good look. Widen those eyes and double check.
Jeez. Wait, what the... Who the heck is Sienna?
The ex-fiancé of the guy you snatched.
No, what are you talking about? He was your fiancé, right? Wait, is this a case of double marriage?
God, you're crazy. I guess the messages I sent on that day didn't get through.
Wait, what do you mean?
That day, there were 2 weddings happening at the same time. Listen, the person you snatched wasn't my groom. He was the groom for the other wedding, a woman named Sienna.
What? No way! Is this a joke?
You realize that his profession is different, right? He isn't a freelancer like my husband you were after. He's a freeloader living off his wealthy parents.
No. So is that why he's always at home? Not because he's working from home as a freelancer?
Didn't you realize your mistake in 6 months? Even the distinction between a freeloader and a freelancer seems pretty obvious.
But you know, I've been working part-time during the day, and at night I work at a bar. He told me we didn't have much money because we eloped, so we should work together for a while. I thought he was right, so I've been doing what he said.
Oh God, you should have noticed the mix-up early on by checking the groom's name on the wedding invitation.
Oh,
I'm still flabbergasted about that.
wait, let me check real quick.
Check what?
OMG, you're right, different names.
Wait, did you just check the invitation now?
I've seen it before, but I didn't really remember.
Seriously? You had been saying all those things like you were targeting my husband from the start, and you didn't even remember the name? Your soulmate would be so disappointed hearing this, you know?
But like, if he's hot, the name doesn't really matter, right?
That twisted logic is what ruined you. Anyway, the one who had a fiancé snatched away wasn't me. It was a woman named Sienna. There's nothing I can do about the compensation, even if you complain or ask for help.
You're kidding. You're not going to help me?
Why would you even think I'd help? There's probably contact info on that document you received. I have nothing to do with this, so handle it on your own.
Wait, Wyona. Get in touch with my parents for me. I can't reach them for some reason.
They sold their house and moved away.
What?
Your dad apparently quit his job too.
Why?
Well, that's because Sienna didn't allow them to pay for compensation on your behalf. Instead, she demanded they cover the necessary expenses for finding you guys. Mainly the investigation fee she paid for the private investigator.
A private investigator? You mean just to find us? Does it cost that much? No way, they shouldn't have to sell a house for that.
Well, maybe not for a one-time thing, but because it went on for a long time, it became a substantial amount. You guys were moving around, making it hard to find you, so the cost went up, hahaha. To cover those expenses, they had no choice but to sell their home.
So my parents, where are they?
They disappeared without telling anyone. I don't know their new address or contact information.
Then you really need to help me. Actually, this is all because of you.
What?
The root cause was you had a wedding on the same day as the other one. If you feel even a little responsible...
This is exactly why I didn't want to invite you to the wedding.
What?
Ever since I can remember, the minute you heard there was a hot guy around, you were ready to pounce and snatch him, even before seeing his face. I didn't want to be seen as the same as you, so I went to a high school with a dorm and then went to a university in another state without returning to my hometown. But it's tough to break free from ties between our families. My parents brought up the fact that our dads were in a senior-junior relationship at work, so I was pressured by your parents to invite you. But I never imagined it'd come to stealing someone else's groom and wrecking a wedding.
Wyona?
What do you mean, if I feel responsible? You are the only one who must take responsibility.
Wyona, don't be so upset. We've been friends for a long time, right? We fought and made up since we were kids. So let's just let this slide.
Impossible. I'm telling you, don't come to me for help anymore.
Seriously?
Don't cause trouble for my parents either. I've told them to call the police if you show up.
You're going too far. I have no one but you to rely on, you know? We're close childhood friends, right?
Nope.
Wait.
Goodbye. At this point, the eloping couple, who was already married, was discussing divorce since they got caught. However, Sienna, who had her fiancé stolen, wasn't willing to forgive them. It turns out that the marriage was a way to settle some family issues. Even though those issues were resolved in a different way, the elopement and the family matters were separate. From now on, they'll be working under 24-hour surveillance to pay up compensation. Especially for Maya, she earned quite a bit of anger from Sienna. Sienna told her, if seducing men is your pride, I know a perfect job for you. It seems like she's working in a rather unpleasant place. I received a letter from her describing her job in detail and seeking help, so I forwarded it to Sienna. It probably got a good laugh before being torn up and discarded. This is a story of Maya, who reaped what she sowed.
Tate.
Where the heck are you? Get back to me as soon as you see this.
Sorry, I've been walking around nostalgic spots with my friend. I got so into the conversation that I didn't check my phone.
Where are you?
I just arrived at my parents' place. What's up?
Seriously, where the heck are you?
I told you, at my parents' place.
You're lying. I'm actually at their place now.
What? Why?
You said you were only staying here for the high school reunion, but when I asked your dad, he had no idea.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I drank too much with friends last night and ended up partying all night, so I haven't gone there even once. I lied because I thought you'd worry if I told you this. I'm sorry.
Huh, I see. I had to get a hold of you somehow for an emergency, so I called all over the place, but nobody seemed to know anything.
It's true that I'm with friends.
Is this your friend?
How did you get this?
I had to ask around all our friends and find your whereabouts. This woman is the younger sister of Heidi's mom, right?
Oh really? I had no idea.
She sent the pic and a message saying I'm on a trip with my boyfriend to Heidi's mom. She got it right after I called, so she messaged me in a rush.
Jeez, I'm already busted. Oh well. So? Is that what the emergency is about? Darn right I've been having an affair with Alina in that photo. I prefer her who's younger and cuter than you. I'll divorce you, so don't meddle with us.
But regarding her, she hasn't returned to the room since stepping out to buy something, right? Do you understand what that means?
Alright, her stuff is gone.
She didn't know you were married. Moreover, she never imagined that you were the husband of her sister's mommy friend. She said she was deceived by being told you were a widow. I suppose she's already on the way back.
Ha ha ha, what a fool.
What do you mean?
Worrying about it won't help now since we're already deeply involved. Running away in a panic is ridiculous, ha ha ha.
She left because that was my instruction after discussing it with your dad.
Why did you do that?
It's unfortunate to involve her in our mess given the circumstances. We promised to talk later, and I asked her to leave for now.
What mess are you talking about?
Your mom passed away in the hospital. This is what I meant by the emergency.
Wait, I don't understand.
Her condition suddenly worsened around noon. Shortly after Rachel and I rushed to the hospital, she passed away.
Wait, I can't wrap my head around it.
I'm sure you're in shock, but let me ask you something. What the heck do you think you're doing at times like this?
But I didn't expect her to go so soon. She seemed to be stable, you know?
We were told recently that her condition could change suddenly at any time, right? Keeping yourself available for contact at all times is the least you could do, isn't it?
Well, but...
You couldn't be there for her final moments because you were seeing your mistress. Jeez. I'm beyond angry. This is just pathetic.
I'll be there soon. I want to see her.
A message from your dad. Don't come back. You are disowned. You're not allowed to attend the funeral. Never step into my house again. That's it.
Come on. There are a lot of things to do for the funeral arrangements, right? I'm the only son, so I have to take the lead and manage things.
Relatives are dividing the tasks, so it's not a problem.
Besides, if I don't show up at the funeral, it's not good for our reputation.
How shameless you are to say that without hesitation. You're tarnishing the image of your parents.
Please.
Also, I'm going to see a lawyer and start prepping for a divorce now.
Wait, let's discuss this.
When we got married, you said that if things went south and we couldn't function as a married couple, we would divorce immediately, right? I asked you over and over if that was really what you believed in. I didn't think I would be the one to act on it. Since that time, maybe it was inevitable that this future would eventually come.
But we have to think about Rachel, so either way, I'm coming there.
Do you think I'll easily hand her over to you in this situation?
What do you mean? You've been living off of me until now. You know what will happen if I'm gone, right?
I'm capable of working and raising her by myself. Besides, my parents have said I can always come back home.
She loves me, you know?
But just now, she cried and said, I don't like Daddy. I want to be with Mommy.
No, I can't believe that.
I haven't said a word about the affair, but it seems like she sensed something in her own way. Kids are perceptive like that, you know? You did something as significant as that.
But I'm still her father. This is unacceptable to be separated so suddenly.
Well, when you decide on a place to settle, let me know. I'll send your stuff then.
Hold on.
I'm going to ignore all other contact from you, just so you know. I'll change the locks, so you won't be able to get in.
Let me at least speak to Rachel. Please, I'm begging you.
Look, the moment you had that affair, you pretty much lost the right to be her dad. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.